Hi, my name is Lindsay Martin Gryskewich. I'm an artist and an arts educator based in Akron, Ohio, and I create paintings that are experimenting with interior and exterior spaces. One thing I think I really like when viewers kind of can situate themselves within a space and see that place is kind of a fluid illusion. It's temporary, and so where one kind of starts in the foreground, that somebody's able to kind of twist and turn and meander and create a little daydream of their own within the work, and that there's always usually a window or a point of view outward into something else. I think of painting as a transportation technique or a window to escape from, and so I think that in my paintings I'm always repeating that. With my work, I start off with a sketch, something that intrigues me in either my current situation. Because this show is dealing with Environ, and I'm looking at starting with a present space, which is usually my home and my relationship with my home or my home surroundings. I'm thinking of those as inspirational points, and I am also taking that and trying to transport myself within that, whether or not it's with a collection of memories of a specific room or a person that kind of is utilized in the space. Each kind of place is played around within each of the works. For this painting, this is entitled Oasis Date. I began with a room that reminds me of two people who are in a relationship, and I was really inspired by kind of their interior. And so I wanted to build an environment that might suggest kind of this romantic, kind of fantastical romance date quality about it. So I have in the foreground patterns that could either just be represented as working with the color combinations of the painting, but also the idea that maybe they're two shoulders side by side. I loved how these curtains came out to be kind of this, are they flags? Are they taking you to almost like hung laundry? They're very kind of vague in that sense, where you can kind of wonder if they're supposed to be dividing the spaces or pushing you inwards. So I think that these really provide kind of a crossover between, can you go this way, can you go this way, can you flip under, and how you're going to move throughout the painting. I think curtains also are a theme in my work that you see because they provide that option to explore what's around and what's beneath. I'm very fortunate to live very close to the Cuyahoga Valley National Park, where black-eyed Susans are rampant throughout naturally around August. But it's also a time of kind of backyard play and investigation. So in a lot of my works, I'm really forced outside a lot with being a mother and kind of playing. And so what becomes present starts being explored as a more of an imaginative daydream space. With this painting, I started looking at paper and painted paper as another tool to use and to attach. It's kind of very temporary. You can kind of pull it off, put it on, and experiment with placement in it. And I loved that idea of kind of starting to provide a little bit of paper sculptures. So I worked really fast, and my work is all acrylic based because I'm working within a home studio. I like the idea of, if I'm working with material, that it can be as quick as a gestural painted mark. So the reoccurring theme in this is definitely that backyard bliss, that environment that you create within a tiny patch of space that you're allotted. We have half an acre, but I try to make it seem exponentially more interesting. Here's a garden hose that has run throughout themes in my work, so you'll see a garden hose in a couple of the other spaces. And then this wall is this kind of working with different sets of blues. I like to kind of put ultramarine and phthalo together, so you'll see if you're a colorist and you like color, you'll see a lot of relationships between two specific colors or three in this work. And then this, there's a couple backyard experimentations kind of intertwined with more imaginative spaces. So the Valhalla painting over there is kind of imagining a word and more kind of imaginary, playful space with my in-laws' house, actually. So, yeah. My show, Environ, in Transport of Delight, is up at Summit Art Space through December 14th. And I invite you to come see the work. It's the last 3 years of painting within one room, and hopefully you're transported into situations of joyful delight, domestic spaces.